Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston definitely looked like, man, she might need some work, bro. I don't know what she did during this offseason. Aaliyah Boston can't get her fast enough. I fear not a serious bone in their bodies. Can she just be serious? My team is having fun.
Long off season that's finally here. Season's close. How'd day one go?
It was great. I think the energy was high. It was great to get in the gym and have everyone under the same roof.
And I see a motion offense being displayed. It's various reasons why they could be running this offense.
I just watched the Indiana Fever's first scrimmage, and I'm shocked at what I saw from Aaliyah Boston. This isn't the same player we've been watching. Something looked completely off. I've been one of her biggest supporters since day one, but I gotta keep it real with you guys. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, she's looking better than ever, putting on muscle and dominating the floor. The team's running a completely different offense this year, and I'm seeing things that make me think they're hiding their real strategy from opponents.
Caitlin Clark here. Caitlin Clark looked like she's the best she's ever looked at, guys. I just got to keep it real. Judging off what I seen her do today, I don't know the things that we seen today is going to be actually what they run on the floor.
You need to see this footage to believe what's happening. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Guys, I've watched this scrimmage footage 5 times now, and I can't ignore what I'm seeing from Aaliyah Boston. Something is definitely off with her game right now. I'm not trying to be alarmist, but when you compare her current movements to what we saw last season, it's like night and day. This isn't the dominant post presence we've come to expect. Let me break down what I'm seeing. There's this one possession that really stands out where Boston received the ball deep in the post. Perfect position, right? But then she completely failed to create any separation against a defender who was significantly smaller than her.
But to me, something seemed off with her. Now, this is my first time admitting this, guys, because y'all know I've been a big advocate.
I mean, this is Aaliyah Boston we're talking about, the same player who would have bullied that defender last season and scored with ease. The most concerning thing is her body language. She's tentative, almost like she's overthinking every move. And I'm not the only one noticing this. One analyst watching the scrimmage straight up said, "I'm not trying to be no hater or anything like that, but it just didn't look too hot to me."
Seeing them play a different style of offense, different style of defense, but at the end of the day, it is just awesome to see. I can't say I was impressed with Aaliyah Boston, bro. I just gotta be honest. I'm not trying to be no hater or anything like that, but
that's putting it mildly based on what I saw. Her footwork is what made her special at South Carolina and during her rookie season, but it's completely disappeared. She's not establishing position with that strong base we're used to seeing. Those decisive post moves, gone. That smooth pivot into a hook shot, nowhere to be found. Instead, she's looking hesitant and uncomfortable with the ball in her hands.
This is what you want to see out of your team, man. This is what you want to see. Them passing the ball. Once again, it still look like a motion offense to me.
Check out this clip at the 3:45 mark of the scrimmage footage. Boston gets the ball in absolutely perfect position. Last year, this would have been an automatic bucket for her. But what does she do? Passes it back out to the perimeter.
Aaliyah Boston definitely looked like, man, she might need some work, bro. I don't know what she did during this offseason, Aaliyah Boston.
No attempt to back down her defender. No quick move to the basket. Nothing. It's like she's lost confidence in her ability to score in the paint. What's even more concerning is what's happening on the defensive end. Boston's always been an elite defender. Her timing, her positioning, her ability to contest shots without fouling. But during this scrimmage, she was consistently a step slow on rotations.
Once again, we got to look at Aaliyah Boston. You know what I'm saying? But we're not finna, point fingers or nothing like that because we don't know 100%.
Aaliyah, what's it like to go into a second year with Caitlin and kind of knowing each other's game, whereas last year you had to kind of learn the fly?
Yeah, I think it's going to be better for both of us.
She's not contesting shots with anywhere near the same intensity we saw last season. There were multiple plays where she should have been the help defender, but she either arrived late or didn't challenge the shot at all.
Just like I stated, it was great to see the team finally coming together And it just looked awesome, man. We're that much closer to the start of the season.
The analyst commented that something seemed off with her during the entire scrimmage, and I couldn't agree more. Her lateral movement looked sluggish, her reaction time was delayed, and her usual dominant physical presence was just missing.
I think initially last year, obviously at the beginning of the season, it was a little rough just trying to continue to figure out that play, but now we know exactly how we like to play, how we like to get the ball.
This is the same player who anchored the Fever's defense last season, and now she's looking like she's playing in quicksand. When you compare this to footage from last year's playoffs, the difference is shocking. It's genuinely like watching two different players.
For Aaliyah Boston, bro, like one of the hugest people, like kind of trying to show her hope and give her, you know, her flowers. But
last season, Boston was decisive, physical, and played with swagger. She knew exactly what she wanted to do with the ball and how to position herself to get it done. Now, there's hesitation in every move, indecision with the ball, and a visible lack of confidence.
like I say, you know, I was one of the first people to break that story. I know a lot of people don't want to hear about it, but we got to pay attention to what we're saying. Can't get her fast enough. I fear not a serious bone in their bodies. Can she just be serious? My team is having fun.
I'm not exaggerating when I say this could seriously impact the Fever's ceiling this season. Boston is supposed to be their anchor in the paint, the consistent inside presence that complements their perimeter game. Without that reliable post-scoring and defensive presence, their entire game plan falls apart. What did Aaliyah Boston actually show in the Fever's first scrimmage? A player who looked uncomfortable, hesitant, and lacking the dominant physical presence that made her special. The analysts summed it up perfectly when they said, "I just got to keep it real." Judging off what I seen her do today, she looked phenomenal. And by phenomenal, the context makes it clear they meant the opposite. Her performance was concerning at best. But here's where this story takes an interesting turn. Could all of this be deliberate? Is it possible that what we're seeing isn't Boston struggling, but rather a calculated decision by the coaching staff to hide her real capabilities?
That took place today, but one thing we can say is that the team looked way better than what they did last year, bro.
Long off season that's finally here. Season's closed. How'd day one go?
It was great. I think the energy was high. It was great to get in the gym and have everyone under the same roof.
Think about it. Preseason scrimmages are the perfect opportunity to experiment with different approaches or even disguise your true game plan. Alright, here's the real story with Aaliyah Boston and the Fever. John Liquid made a fascinating point about this scrimmage. The team might be deliberately hiding their playbook. At the end of the day, you don't want to give your opponents, you know what I'm saying, a heads up in what you doing, man. That's some 4D chess right there. So what's your take? Are they camouflaging their true potential, or is there genuine cause for concern?
Because at the end of the day, you don't want to give your opponents, you know what I'm saying, a heads up in what you're doing, man. And I see a motion offense being displayed. It's various reasons why they could be running this offense.
Definitely get down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Your input could change how we view the Fever's championship chances this season. Hit subscribe for more raw, unfiltered WNBA analysis that gives you the real deal on the court.